So this video is not about sympathy. The last thing I'm looking for is sympathy, but I'm going to tell you a little story, and this story is actually about myself. Uh, for those of you who don't know me, I've got what you call severe hearing loss, and every year it gets worse. The other day I actually went to get a hearing test, and they told me that I now have actually in my one ear, I think 24% clarity and 32% clarity, which means if you've got a mask on, you're talking to me, I'm only going to hear 24% of what you're saying correctly. So I'm deaf. Now, the reason I share this with you is that, it breaks my heart. I never wanted to be deaf, but I got to share with you when I spent the younger part of my career working around crushers and drills and equipment and whatnot. Earplugs and face masks were for sissies, and that's the way it was 35 years ago. You do any of that stuff, even hard hats, you didn't wear a hard hat unless you absolutely had to. But the reason I want to share this, the only reason I'm making this video is if I can save one person, from going through what I'm going through for being deaf, then this video is well worth it. I've just recently, I've agreed to go for a consultation for a cochlear implant. I really don't want a big old, hockey puck with a wire stuck out the side of my head. I guess I'm going to have to let my hair grow, but it's the truth. And like I say, I'm only saying this because, obviously it breaks my heart to have to go through this. But if you're watching this and you're young, for God's sakes, look after your hearing, look after your eyes, look after yourself. You've only got one body, and I can tell you from experience, I thought I was invincible. That's not the case. I got to suck it up now and go get a cochlear implant.